Uh, Hello. Okay, so it's a nice, lovely Sunday afternoon at about 1:30, and it's April Fool's Day. So I kind of hemmed and hawed with some ideas in my head, Thought about making a suicide video. Thought about pretending to lose my breath and have a heart attack in the middle of a video. I thought about telling you how I won $10,000 at a casino, but I don't know. Nothing seemed right, so I'm just not going to do anything. This is my deposit slip from my last deposit to my account. You see, I've calculated taking the rent out, so looking pretty snazzy. Of course, $1,000 of that's got to go to pay off the car, so really, I only have about $250 in there. And then I have, of course, my cable bill, which is like 2 months overdue, possibly 3. I think it's only 2. Well, I'm not going to look at that right now. I don't know why I can't get around to just writing these stupid checks out. It's not that much trouble. Excuse me. Anyway. And then I was like, I can't come up with any ideas for videos, man. I want to do something else besides just sit here and talk. But, I don't know. It's like I want to come up with something really original. Something that would actually be in demand. I know I've tried to justify before that, vlogs and talking is the kind of thing that's in demand because you just want to hear people. But today was one of those days where I kind of had a lot of social interaction as compared to what I usually do. And it kind of made me realize, that if I actually interacted as much as most people do, I wouldn't be sitting here saying that that it was so important to be able to have people on the internet to listen to. And it's not that I don't love you guys, because I do. I love you with all my heart, But it's just, nothing competes with real life, when all is said and done. So, whatever. So, I cleaned out my car about 4 days ago, and I cannot believe how long it's been since I've done it. I found coupons in there that expired November of 2005. Cigarette coupons that expired November of 2005. That's how long it's been since I've done it. I didn't even realize it had been that long. But it makes sense because I got this camera in November of 2005. And if I had done it since then, I would have taped myself doing it. I wanted to tape myself doing it this time, but my battery was dead. Which it always is because I never recharge it because I always have the camera plugged in and it won't charge the battery if you have the camera plugged in to it. So, oh well. Or even if you turn the camera off, it still won't charge the battery. You have to unplug the camera from the adapter for it to do it. That's okay though, I don't need to talk about that anyway. There was one idea I was playing around with, one idea for a video. It's kind of stupid, but like when I was in Georgia at Golden Pantry, there used to be this manager. And I don't know how he became a manager. I think he was actually moved down to a management position at a specific store from the offices or something. Anyway, well, his shift started at 5 in the morning. And he would never show up on time. Every single day he was late. Most of the time it was at least 15 minutes. Sometimes it was a half hour. Sometimes it was over an hour. Sometimes I had to call somebody else or call him or something. To get, somebody in there to open the store when the customers started coming in at 6. And, wow. So what I was thinking of doing, and I know that sounds like it doesn't have anything to do with anything. Well, it does have something to do with it, because my concept for the video would be a reenactment of him trying to get up in the morning. Because I just think that would be kind of funny. Like me imitating him trying to get up in the morning. I know that sounds stupid. That's just the kind of thing I would find hilarious, though. Just take myself in the bed. Got a nice big smile on my face as I'm sleeping, and all of a sudden my alarm clock goes off. That smile instantly disappears. I roll over. I turn it off. Then I just lay there, and then I start trying to get up, and I'm like... and I do that about 3 or 4 times. Really graphic depiction of trying to get up in the morning and not being able to do it. It's just like in those cartoons when somebody's right on the verge of dying or passing out, and they're crawling and they're just barely getting where they're going, and then right before they pass out, right before they die, they always go up before they go down, like this. But they always go up first, and then they go down, and then they collapse. It's why did they go up before they collapse? And the first time I noticed that, I was watching that battery commercial with where the other batteries run out, but our batteries last forever, you know. And one of the examples of their batteries running out was a pair of earphones, and it was crawling, and it was going along, and it was dying, and then it goes, ooh, you know, it goes up, and then it goes down. Why did they go up before they collapse? It's like, are you stretching or something? Because that's what it seems like they're doing. It's like they're stretching because it feels good to stretch. And it's like, I don't know. Or are they having a heart attack? Or what is that? What is that supposed to be indicating when they do that? Because I've never passed out or died, so I don't know. But most of the time, you think if somebody passed out, they just do it, you know? They don't go up and then down. I don't know. Oh, I spent too much time talking about that stupid reenactment of him waking up in the morning. No. It's just, who actually does that, though? That would be something that I can almost promise you nobody else on this planet has done. Nobody else on this planet has ever done a video reenactment of their boss from 10 years ago trying to wake up in the morning and not being able to, and then post it on the internet. You know. I mean, it's not a good idea, but it is original. Original is not always necessarily good, I guess. Hey, at least I'm not smoking, right? I'm going to try and not do that in my videos anymore. I am going to quit. I know I said I was on my birthday, but I don't know. Because my mom smokes like a chimney. And I'm going to see her at the end of this month. And I don't want to quit smoking and then go visit mom a month later. It's like, fuck. You know, how am I going to resist the temptation when I'm sitting in there with her? I should wait till I come back and then do it. Or what I'm thinking of doing is maybe doing it on 7707. Or something like that. I don't know. There's no reason I couldn't do it sooner than that, though. Aside from I need a good reason. First day of summer or something. What I need to do is get a video game. Because if I start playing a video game, I could go for 4 or 5 hours without a cigarette and not even think about it. Because I'm sitting there playing the game. I'm using my hands. And you can't smoke and play video games at the same time. It just doesn't work because you can't push the buttons. I don't know. And you can't stop, you know, and take a whiff or take a puff, because then I should stop talking about it, you know, and that's just as bad as smoking in the video to be sitting there talking about it. Maybe I should just turn it off. I think I've said enough anyway. So, happy Sunday, y'all, and hope y'all had a nice weekend. And I only actually have one day off this week because it's Easter week. So it's going to be getting really busy, like cockwork. That's another thing I say, like cockwork. Most people say like clockwork when referring to something predictable. But if it's something predictable that you don't want to happen, it's like cockwork. That's just one of my little expressions. So feel free to start using that around people. I think it's pretty good. I don't know. It's not too... I don't know. At first it brings up a picture of a cock actually doing work, like picking up objects and stuff. But after a while, I've said it for so long, it sounds perfectly normal to me, like cockwork. So, oh well. What was I about to say a second ago, though, before I got on that subject? Well, yeah, I only got one day off this week. I'm okay with that, though, because it's American Idol night. So, further proof that somebody's watching my videos, because so if I get one night off, and it happens to be American Idol night, just after I posted a video complaining about how I couldn't watch American Idol because I have to go to work at 2 in the morning. That's what I get for complaining. Truth to tell, though, usually it is Wednesday anyway, though, so usually I have that night off anyway. I should shut up, man. What?